breath come in your belly so that the belly goes up and it lowers down when you exhale. You can imagine that there's a balloon, and when the air is coming in your belly, in your pelvis, this balloon is blowing up in all directions. So in your belly, in your back, in your pelvic floor. When you breathe in, the whole balloon is extending or expanding. And when you breathe out, the air is coming out of the balloon. So the belly lowers down and the pelvic floor is coming up. As well, your lower back can relax. Yes, and then you start with that small movement in your pelvis, that you can roll your pelvis forward and backward. So when you exhale, you tilt your pelvis and your lower back lowers down to the roll. And when you inhale, you go a little bit more in extension. You can hollow your back so far as it feels good in your lower back. Yes, so exhale to tilt your pelvis. And inhale to extend a little bit. Just small movements. We start with that small mobilization for your lower back and for your hips, so that your center starts to become a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more awake. And just one more time. Exhale to tilt and inhale to come back in a neutral position where you just have a small air pillow under your lower back. So now from here, you drop down your shoulders a little bit more and lift up your arms to the ceiling. There you can lift up your shoulders and slowly lower them down with long arms. So you remove your shoulder blades from the roll and slowly come back, melt over the roll, and inhale to come up like you want to reach with your fingertips to the ceiling. Yes, exhaling is still like sighing. So your chest bone is lowering down. And inhale is to create space between your shoulder blades. So just one more time. Inhale to come up. Slowly lower them down. Then you circle your shoulders a little bit, like you want to get a massage from your roll. Just to mobilize a little bit in your shoulder girdle. And change your direction. Move them otherwise. And then again, reach up and lower down your shoulders. Start in your arm circles so that you move your arms over your head, circle them around until you reach your hips, and then come up and over and circle around. Yes, try to think at first to drop down your shoulders before you lift up your arms. Yes, so so that you try to hold the contact from your shoulder blades all the time with your roll. Good. So, and just run one last circle. And then you come back. Okay, so right and left, there must be the end of your elastic band. So you try to hold it not so relaxed like they're wobbling, but you can now just rub it around for one more time so that this upper layer is holding the lower layer of the entire band, like that. So you don't need to hold it with your fingers, it's just holding by yourself. So up, so that when you have now long arms, that you have a little bit of tension here in your elastic band. Good, from here we do the same what we did before, so lift up your shoulders, and now pull your shoulders down from this elastic band. So there again, lift up your shoulders and lower them down. Yes, that's nice. Again, lift it up, lower it down. So from here you go over your head. We cannot do the whole circles, but you can go around there until you reach your hips. And now we go back over the side. So there. So when you feel it's too relaxed, then you go a little bit more to hold it a little bit more with a little bit of more tension. So that you do now a snow angel. So over the side, come to your hips, and over the side to come up. Yes. So just one more time. Up. And come back over the side. And now you hold your hands down on the floor here. So that you need a little bit of push to hold your arms there. We are starting now into the bridging. So your feet are hip wide open and a little closer to your roll. You have a nice standing position from your feet. And now from here you exhale. Start to roll your pelvis and come up vertebrae by vertebrae until the weight is between your shoulders. Inhale here and exhale to roll back vertebrae by vertebrae and come back in neutral position. Inhale to prepare and exhale to roll vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae, holding your arms long. Shoulders are right close to the roll. Yes, and roll backward. Good. Try to imagine that when you breathe out, the whole breath is going through your spine and creates a wonderful flowing movement there. Yes. Just come up in the bridging so high that you have no weight on your neck or on your head. It should feel like you can always lift up your head, even if you don't do that, but it should be free in your neck, so no tension here. Yes. Good. Send out your knees over your toes to hold the length in your spine, and then roll down again. Still sending your knees over your toes. Yes, you want to create space between your vertebrae. And you can imagine that you have small elastic bands between your vertebrae. And like you hold that pulling position with your arms, the same you do with your spine. You pull it out to lower down, pull out to lower down. Yes. Oh, so much better. Good. Do you feel a difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. It's a wonderful flowing movement. Yeah. Just one more time. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to roll up. And next, breathing out, you roll down. Okay. When you finished your last stretching, then from here you take the elastic band and you hold it here right next to your ears. Yes. Now you go over your shoulders like that. You can imagine that you're holding now a backpack. So you go over your shoulders and now you put one end of your elastic band under your sacrum. Hold that. The other one as well with a bit of tension. So your roll is your backpack. And you have your elastic bands now like these strings of the backpack. Yes, you don't need to do it here, then it's going out. So over and here, so that you hold it with your pelvis, with the weight of your pelvis. Yeah, okay. Now you're fixed on the roll. Or maybe it's more for feedback for your shoulders, that you directly feel that if you are popping up with your shoulders for the next exercises. So try to relax under this elastic band so that the shoulder girdle is open wide and it's melting over the roll still. Hold your hands here on the mat and we're doing the knee lift. It means when you exhale, use your center to stabilize the pelvis on the elastic band and come up with one knee. Inhale to lower down and exhale to lift up the other knee. Yes. Inhale to lower down. Try to relax your shoulders so that you don't push against this elastic band. Try that these elastic bands are holding you right next to the roll. Yes, and you can imagine that you use your center muscles to push the weight of your pelvis on the part of your elastic bands so that you don't lose that elastic bands under your sacrum. Yes, good. So, as well, when you now lift up the left knee and the right arm. So the shoulder is coming down at first and then you lift up the arm and come back and inhale and exhale to lift up. Yes, still feel that your center is holding this elastic band under your sacrum. Yeah. Try not to push down the lower back on the roll. Try to use the deepest muscles, like the belly button is dropping down into the deep and the pelvic floor is coming up when you exhale. Yes, still imagine this wonderful movement of the pelvic floor. When you inhale, it lowers down and goes wide open like the movement of a jellyfish. And exhale, it's coming up inside of you. Yes, really gently, soft movement without any pressure. As while your stabilized position is a gently power, without any pressure. The belly is falling down, and you stay focused and centered. Even if you now have one knee up, one arm on the other side, you hold your other foot stabilized on the floor, and now slowly try to remove your other arm. Yeah, and come back. There we go. And now the other side. One knee, one arm, and if you feel safe and you hold your balance from your center, then you can remove your hand, or as well just coming up. Try to relax under your elastic band in the shoulders. And come back. Then again, lift up diagonal, one arm, one knee. And exhale, stay centered and focused to lift up one arm. And come back. So nice. Powerful center, but relaxed hips and relaxed shoulders, relaxed face and neck. And come back. Okay, let's remove the elastic band. You can just put it on your side and come up from the row to lay down on your back. See that lengthening in your back, in your wide shoulders. Yes. Feel this wonderful smile in your lower back and between your shoulders. Okay, then you come back. We need this elastic band. So that you step with one foot in the middle. There. So try not to put it here in the center of the foot. Try to use the front part of the foot. There. Right next to your toes. Okay. And again, hold it. That you wrap it one more time around, that you don't need to hold it with your fingers, and it holds by itself. Okay, so we are still in a neutral position, so that you have a little air pillow again under your lower back. And then from here, when you exhale, you lengthen the leg. It becomes longer and longer and longer, like an endless lengthening your leg. Inhale to fold your hip and knee, and exhale again to lengthen your leg. Yes. Inhale to come back. Good. And exhale to become really long. So you can imagine when you breathe out, your breath is going through your center, out of your center, through your leg and through your toes. So a long breathing out. Yes, again, inhale to come back, and exhale to get a long, nice leg. And now we hold that lengthening in our leg, come up with that long leg and lower down. And inhale to come up, and exhale to come down. Yes, just a small movement in your hip still. Not in your lower back, that you're not moving in your pelvis. So you try to hold the stabilization of your pelvis and of your lower back, especially when your leg is coming up, that you don't press down your lower back. Yes, hold this cave for this little ladybug who's living there, coming out of springtime, living under your lower back. Yes, the elastic band can help you to come up and relax in your hip. Good. And then you push against the elastic band to lower down. Just one more time. Up, inhale. And exhale to lower down. And now try to come up and go a little bit over the side. So a little bit of a half circle, go round and lower down. Inhale to come up. Exhale, use your center to stabilize your pelvis so that your left hip is not popping up when you're circling around with your right leg. Or on the other side, when you're circling with your left leg, that your other hip is not coming up. Yes. And then other direction. So when you breathe out, lower down and go over the side a little bit. Yes. Just 3 or 4 times. Inhale to come up. Exhale. Exhale through your leg to go out. And then you bend your knee and come back on the floor. So then let's do that on the other side. We lay down again and front foot is in the elastic band. Wrap it around. Be sure that you have your pelvis in that neutral position with that small air pillow under your back. And then breathe out to lengthen your leg. Inhale to fold your hip and knee. And exhale to lengthen. Try to always start in your center first to activate your center muscles. It means abdominal muscles growing in, the belly button is dropping down into the deep. And the pelvic floor is coming up, swinging up. Yes, inhale, fold your hips and knees. Exhale to send it out. Hold your leg now long enough to come up and inhale. And exhale to lower down. Inhale to come up. And exhale to lower down. So inhale, your elastic band helps you to come up, and exhale, you breathe out like you want to breathe out through your leg, like you want that the breath is going out of your toes, and you push a little bit more in the elastic band because we want to create space in our hip. So then let's go out over the side. So you lower down and now you circle a little bit out to come up. Exhale, lower down, inhale over the side. Just as far as you feel that your pelvis is still stabilized. 3 or 4 times in one direction and then 3 or 4 times to the other side. Yes. Be sure that you always have this stabilized position of your pelvis so that when you move your hip and your leg, that your pelvis is not following your leg for 1 millimeter. So no, it's stabilized. Like you have another elastic band here over these hips and controlling and holding your hips in the same position. If you have no elastic band at home, still you can do it without, but then maybe it's a little bit more difficult and you should not go out so far. Okay. Okay, we don't need that elastic band anymore. We just go from side to side. That means you close your feet, your knees, open your arms to the side, and then you move your knees to one side. So if you go to the left side, your right hip is coming up, the right ribs are peeling up from the mat, but your right shoulder stays on the mat, it's sticking there. You inhale in the whole right side to open your ribs, and exhale to use your center to come back. Come back, still holding your pelvis in neutral position. So don't press your lower back down. Hold your pelvis in neutral position. Okay, let's change to the other side. So the knees are going to the right side and the left hip is coming up. Left ribs are coming up to the ceiling. When you inhale, they open like a fan, like a Chinese fan. When you exhale, the ribs are closing like this Chinese fan, coming together. Use your center to come back. Okay, let's come to the other side again. There you go. Hold your knees together like they stick with the super glue together. Feet as well. And exhale. Come back. So still the neck is free, shoulders free. The head is not moving to the side. And the other side. Come back like here. Okay, let's repeat the pelvic clock again. So just to remember, the pelvis is in neutral position when you're in the center of the clock. And when you exhale, you come back to 12 o'clock. Inhale, go over the center from the clock into 6 o'clock. And exhale, come to 12 o'clock. So if you imagine that you have a clock on your on your sacrum here, then up there is 12 o'clock, down on the tailbone there's 6 o'clock, and now you roll the weight of your pelvis always between 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. As well, when you're in 6 o'clock, then you hollow your back just so far that you feel not stress in your lower back. So don't go so far, it's more a mobilization to lower down. Just relax your hips on the way back. And again, drop down the belly button into the deep and come back. So then we have as well 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So you go from one side to the other side. Be sure that not your knees are going from 3 o'clock till 9 o'clock. It's just your pelvis moving from one side to the other side. And then we come back into the center. We can do a half of an hour of rolling the pelvis. At first to 12 o'clock, and then you go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back in your center. Again, 12 o'clock. And then 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. So breathe out to tilt your pelvis. Breathe in to go over the side. Breathe out, tilting the pelvis. Breathe in to go over the side. So we do just 1 hour, 12 o'clock, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 into the center, and 1 hour backward. So in the past, 11, 10, 9, 8, sorry, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, midnight, and come back and release. Okay, let's go to one side. To lay down on one line, it means when you imagine that you have one line here, you lay down on your arm, shoulders, this part of your pullover or shirt is on one line. You know, when you sew it together, there, and then your feet. So, first, ears, shoulders, hips, and feet. And then you take your hands as a support from here, and to have to get a little bit more activity in your center, you can press a little bit the hand in the mat, but shoulder is well organized as well. Here your lower strips should not lower down, you know, that the same length you should have on both sides of your body. Okay, hold that position. And then from here we're doing the shell. It means you breathe out and you open one knee up into an outside rotation and inhale to come back. And again, exhale to go in outside rotation and inhale to come back. Just one more time. It's like a shell who opens without losing the control in your pelvis, so that your pelvis is not moving backward. So come up, hip is on the other hip, over the other hip. And just one more time to come into outside rotation. Then come back, we do the same in inside rotation. The Marilyn Monroe position. There, the foot is going up, and come back here. So exhale to rotate in, not let your pelvis follow that movement from your leg. It's coming back here, into lower down. One more time, we go in inside rotation. Then you lift up your knee and your foot and hold that for a while. You show that the knee is under the height of the foot. And then from here, lengthen your leg out, turn it into parallel position, lower it down that you have the same height as your hip has. Push still your hand in the mat, organize shoulders, long back, and then move your leg forward to inhale and exhale to go backward a little bit. So inhale, foot is flex, and exhale, point. Inhale, come forward. Hold the length of the whole spine. And just one more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, come back. Hold that here. Okay, if you want, you can bend your knee. Give a little bit of stretch here in the front of your hip. Hold that. Okay, let's come down from here and come up a little bit higher on your elbow, so that your elbow now is under your shoulder. The other hand can be here, and now you lengthen your sides so that you don't are in that, you know, relaxed beach position to just hold your book and read. Now we come up here from our ribs. Yeah. And then lengthen both sides. They have the same length. You push your sit bone to your foot. Yes, be sure that the elbow is under your shoulder. And then from here, you lift up. Oh, sorry, it's not good organized. So exhale to come up with your pelvis. Inhale to lower down. Yeah, you can as well just do the halfway. Exhale to lift a tiny bit up, that you get this activity, and inhale to lower down. And one more time, you exhale to come up as far as you feel that you have this strength. Okay, if you want to get more challenge, you can send out your leg. It's just for people who are for mamas with a little bit of more stability in the center. Okay, let's come forward with the lower leg and come up with the arm who was in that push position. And then you lean to one side into the mermaid. You can breathe in here in the whole side again. You can as well swing around your arm and lean a little bit more. And then you come on your other side. Yes, here we have a different position. So you push yourself a little bit far away from your hand. So you have a push position again. And there you pull your arm out. So you have push and pull. And then you go to the side. Yes, be sure when you are here that your shoulder here is dropping down. So not you push and you push your ear that you cannot hear anymore. It doesn't look so nice as well. So shoulders down, whoop, push and pull. This is the mermaid. And then we rotate so that this arm dives under the other arm. And come back and open. And come up. Move your shoulders a little bit. And then we swing around to the other side. Again, your feet, hips. Then here, this part where we sew it together, the shirt was sewn together. This as well on this line. And this arm is as well on that line. Okay. You lay down like here. And your head is laying just here on your arm. You can as well take a pillow between your ear and your arm if it feels a little bit more comfortable. So be sure that you don't move with your head in the front just to see yourself how it's moving. Trust the body that it's doing really well and take a look into the front. Head with your hand, and again we're in the shell. Exhale to go into outside rotation. Inhale to lower down. And exhale out without moving the pelvis backward. Inhale to lower down. One more time. There. And inhale to lower down. Good. Let's come back. The knees are sticking together, but we are turning now into inside rotation. Marilyn Monroe. And come here. Inhale and exhale to come into an inside rotation. And then we hold that for a while. So now you lift up your foot and your knee at the same time and hold that. Yes, feel that there are deep muscles working in your hip now to just hold that position. And now you lengthening your leg, go out, 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 like you want to touch with your toes the wall in front of you. Turn it into parallel position, lower it down so that you have the same height as your hip has, and then swing forward and backward. Inhale to come forward and exhale to go backward. Yes, inhale, flex, and exhale, point. So when you come forward, that you press with your heel, like you want to press it out and forward, and come back with your foot. So again, press with your heel out, and point with your foot to pull that out of your hip. One more time, forward, and backward. And now for a little stretch, you can hold your foot, or you can hold it as well on your pants, or you just as well can just bend it and lay down like this. Okay. Then let's come up into a push-up position where your elbow is under your shoulder and your feet, hips, shoulders and ear is still in one line. So you don't become round. Long back. Lower down your ribs to hold them up again. Yes, you can send your sit bones to your heels. And then from here you exhale to lift up your pelvis. Inhale, lower down. And exhale to lift that up, even if it's just 1 millimeter. We need that activity again from our oblique muscles. We're holding our belly together. Yes, as well from our deepest muscles. Okay, just one more time. And if you have already a good center, yes, and then from here you can send your leg out, just if you want to get a little bit more challenge. And you can feel that you can hold it with your belly. Yes, come down, come forward with your lower leg into a sit position, sit. And then we lean to one side. Inhale here in that side so that you get a nice stretch just because you inhale. And then we change like a windmill. Whoop. There we come into a push position. Drop your shoulder down, lift your arm up and pull. Go to a side. Yes. That you open here the ribs and inhale. Still pushing and pulling. And then you rotate. While you push and pull, you rotate. You dive under your other arm. You come up again. Open. And move your shoulders again. Okay. Let's come into the prone position. You can lay down on your belly. And we take again this elastic band. We need it later. Do it on your lower back and come down here. You can put your forehead on your fingertips. Hold your legs long enough. So, and from here, you come up with your head in one line with your spine. And when you breathe out, you activate your center to lift up your fingertips to your forehead. Inhale and hold that. And exhale to lengthen a little bit more your spine before you lower down. So inhale to come up. Exhale to lift up your arms. Try to be really relaxed in your shoulders, that you are not carrying your shoulders with your neck. No, you need your muscles in your lower back and in your center to just hold your arms. Then lower down. So let's try it again. Inhale, your head is coming up. And exhale. So from your whole center, yes, you're coming up with your fingertips to your forehead. Hold that and inhale. And exhale, lengthen to lower down. Yes, do that for 3 more times. Try to hold always the contact from your pubic bone to the mat, that you are not collapsing in your lower back and the pubic bone is coming up. Try to hold that. Hold the contact from pubic bone and maybe these hip bones. But feel it so that you have the support from your abdominal muscles. So, again, pubic bone has the contact. It means your sit bones are having a contact or a connection to your heels, so that you don't fall and collapse in your lower back. Sit bones to the heels, pubic bone to the mat, the abdominals are in, and then you can hold that here. The same when we now are holding the elastic band. So we are holding it like the elastic band is now in the palms of our hands. Yes, like this. So not holding like that. Better is that. And from here, you pull your elastic band out and come up again into a little bit more of extension. Inhale, lower down, and exhale, pull your arms, your elastic band out and come a little bit up with your arms. Inhale, relax, come on one ear, and exhale, come into the dart position. So just one more time, inhale, lower down, exhale to come up, hold that, pull it out, still holding the contact from pubic bone to mat, still breathing. Okay, let's remove the elastic band, come up and backward into child's pose. Stay there for a while, just be relaxed, relax your belly, relax your face, relax there. There we go. And from here we roll up. Circle your shoulders a little bit, move your shoulders, lift them up and drop them down. So let's come into the quadruped position. After child's pose. And from here you round your back like a cat, like a really angry cat, and you lengthen your back like a table. And then again, let round like an angry cat and lengthen it like a table. So a long table for a wonderful breakfast. Just one more time, round and push and get long. Be sure that you don't lower your lower back so much and far down that you get no stress here in your lower back. So hold all the time a little bit your center right next to yourself. Okay, let's remove the right arm and dive under your left arm to lay down on your shoulder and on your ear to relax there. Then come back into that quadruped position. Take your left arm to the side and turn around, lay down and relax. Then come back. First quadruped position. Then we go back. We need the elastic band. So when we roll up, we take it just with us and roll all the way up into standing position. So move a little with your shoulders, your back, and then we take this part of our elastic band so that you can step on it. Oop, there. Okay. We're standing into parallel position. I'll show you a little bit more in this direction. Wait. There. Okay. We're standing on that part. Okay. Now you hold your elastic band right at the same height as your pubic bone. Here. Okay. Has a good tension in the elastic band. And now you breathe out and you're just lifting up your hands until you reach up to your center, a little bit over your navel. Inhale, lower down, pubic bone, and exhale, lift it up. So imagine now that your pelvic floor has the same movement like your elastic band. So inhale, it lowers down, and exhale, it's coming up like an elevator. So inhale, it lowers down your pelvic floor. Exhale, whoop, it's coming up. Remember this wonderful jellyfish movement. So it's coming up until you feel that you can lift it up a little bit inside of you. And inhale. Try it just to lift that up. So no pressure. No pressure that you press your sit bones together or that you want to knipa. So inte knipa, iminklass. So you just suck it a little bit in or lift it a bit up. Yes, pelvic floor should have a wonderful gently movement, not a pressure movement. So again, we lift that up and we hold that. As well, our center goes in and up, like the belly button goes in and up. Yes, at the same time, the lower back lowers down. It can relax like you have warm water going over your back and floating down or flowing down. Inhale, come down. Exhale, remember the movement of the pelvic floor. Hold your belly in and up and hold that now for a while. Even if you lift up now your free leg, hold the lengthening, hold this stability in your center. And now exhale to move forward with your arms and backward with your leg. Inhale, hold that tension in your elastic band. It remembers you to hold your stability in your core. And exhale, come forward. What? Just one more time. Inhale, come here. And exhale to move forward with your arms, backward with your leg. And then come back, whoop, back into a good stabilization and balance position. Whew. So let's try it on the other side. Other foot is coming here. You're still staying on both legs, so not just on the part where you have your elastic band. And hold it here. Again, same height with your pubic bone, find it, hold that here. Shoulders are well organized, you have a long back, lower back is dropping down while you're lifting up your third band. Inhale, go down, and exhale, lift it up. Yeah, it's maybe similar like you zip a pant. You know, these pants, not these hip pants, just ending here. We are using these pants for ending here over your pubic, over your pelvis bone. There. Okay, inhale to lower down. And exhale again to zip your belly in. Hold that for a while. Drop your lower back down. Relaxing a little bit in your bottom. Inhale, release your pelvic floor. Exhale, activate your center, your powerhouse. Your shoulders are well organized. You hold that lengthen in your spine and lift up one knee. Oh, it's not my time today for balance. There we go. And exhale to come backward with your leg and forward with your hand. Inhale, come here. Exhale to move backward. And inhale, come up. And exhale, hold your center. Hold your spine long. And come back. And stand on your feet. And then from here you roll down, drop down your head. Through that elastic band away. Bend your knees. You can really hang over your knees. You can shake a little bit your head. Like no, 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 no. I like yes, yes, yes. And then you roll up again. You can hold your eyes closed, still standing on both feet. The feet are grounded. You're so stabilized now with your feet on the ground. Open your shoulders and put your head on the top of your spine. Relax your belly. Let your breath dropping down into your belly again. Let your lower back lowers down so that it can relax. So breathe in your belly. Remember again that you have a balloon in your pelvis. And when your breath is coming in, your balloon is expanding in every direction, belly, back, pelvic floor. And when you breathe out, it relaxes. It's just coming back in the old position. As well, your chest bone is so soft. It's like sighing, so softly and gently melting right next to your heart. Can hold one hand on your chest bone, one hand on your lower belly. Just to feel that there is your breath still and every day and every minute and every moment. Even if you get stressed, or especially then when you get stressed, just put your hands here and here and feel that you're breathing. Feel that your feet are standing on the floor. And then feel that there's coming a smile in your lower hand and in your lower belly. And it's a smile from you, for you. And then you find a smile in your lower back. Feel that your lower back can relax. That your lower back can drop down. And as well, there's a smile in your chest, right next to your heart. And it's melting everything around your heart down. It's melting your chest bone, your shoulders. So there's coming a smile in your neck too. Happy shoulders and happy neck. Relax your arms and find that wonderful smile on your forehead, between your eyebrows. A smile who can relax your forehead, your eyes, your jaw, the whole face, and your thoughts. And you lift up your shoulders just a little bit to feel that you can melt them down and open your eyes again. Circle your shoulders, move one shoulder and the other shoulder, and both shoulders dropping down. So inhale and exhale. So I wish you a wonderful day and a happy life, happy back, happy center, happy shoulders, and a happy you.